Hi, RD Barry here. Welcome to episode 27A of my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XII. Well, I thought I'd do an optional episode for a couple things. First of all, I want to go down to the banks of the Nebra there and check out some of the critters that are hanging around there, and also check out the South Bank village because I believe that's where we can turn in one of the results of one of a hunt we had earlier. And if we have time, I might do a rare game, but that's in Bujerba, so that might take a little bit of time. We'll see how that goes, though. So let's head down there. And I'm probably going to just put everybody on flee and just run. Alright, this is the banks of the Nebra, and I'm just going to head over to that straight line area in the north west there. That's the actual Nebra riverbank. Or the village there is marked by that column of smoke. And I think there's the cockatrices, wolves. I think there's probably going to be there's a cactoid here. Those are pretty standard. I believe we've only seen these guys in the Garam waterway. And the reason I wanted to bring them up, I'm going to bring up first of all, let's put Von's Gambits back, or Gambits. Wow. I'm gonna just bring up Ash here. And let's take a look at that. Look at one of them here. I've got Thunder, and this enemy happens to be weak to Thunder, and I just want to show what kind of damage a Black Mage can do with this. So let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Not quite a one-shot. Oh, I didn't. I still have that Gambit on that not quite a one-shot, but close enough, I think. And this is why you want a Black Mage, because they are major damage dealers. The problem is that they are kind of fragile, so you need to keep them out of the way of the enemy as much as possible. So let's go into this village here. Oh, yeah, the reason you are taken here, by the way, if you go into the I forgot to do this. If you go into this outpost here, there's a guy named Dantro sitting there, and if you talk to him, he talks about, he's the one who originally offered the hunt for the Flowering Cactoid, and he has one more thing to say, which is to take the actual flower, here. And we talked to various people. I believe this guy's, yeah, I think we've gotten all his maps. But there's a lot of, basically, flavor text here. But there's a merchant here. I don't think he has, let's see. Yeah, just sort of supplies. We've already got Blizzard. I believe oops. Yeah, that's the whole subplot with, the ferry being closed. The person who's person who normally pilots the ferry has, you can see where it lands on the other side there. The person who normally crosses or pilots it is stuck on the other side for some reason, and nobody seems to know why. It's that like they can call each other on cell phones, but given the mix of technology, it would not surprise me too much. Anyway, let's talk to Dantro's wife here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry. We have to talk to Dantro first, I guess. Wow. Alright, I thought that was just an optional bit. Okay, let me go back and do that. Okay, well, let's talk to Dantro. See, this is the kind of thing I think when you do a hunt, you need to make sure that you do an extra conversation. Normally, these NPCs just say one thing, and if you talk to them again, they say the same thing over again, which is not very interesting. But I think these hunt givers have at least one follow-up thing to talk to you, and sometimes it starts a subquest. So we're gonna do that. And I thought this was this step was purely optional, but apparently not. So yeah, and I already know what that said. There's something they want us to take the. He says he wants to take the cactoid flower to let me grab. Well, let's not. To the village, which is what I said we were supposed to do, but I guess it doesn't count unless we were actually told. So, oh well. So again, I'm going to cut out the middle here. Okay, we're back in the village again. Let's talk to Dantro's wife again. It just says villager, but this time when we talk to her, we learn that she's Dantro's wife. I don't know if she has an actual name, though. Yeah, she talks about the sleeping traveler again. Yeah, and now, yeah, so now apparently we mentioned that Dantro sent us this time. Yeah, we attain a bundle of needles, right. And I believe that is just loot, but if we sell it, it produces some bazaar goods that are especially nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to her again, see if she has any follow-up. Right. We had some stem clam shells. I could make something to ease the pain. Yes. They live in the shallows along the bank of the river, right? So let's go ahead and find those, and you can see them pretty easily. They're just like these sparkly things. Yeah. And I think there's like 5 or 6. There's some here. I mean, they're not too hard to find. Because they, like, literally glow. And there's more on the actual river on the outside here. Oh, you may have noticed I started going the wrong way when I was leaving the outpost there. That was I get my directions mixed up sometimes. It doesn't help with playing video games. It certainly makes them a little bit more interesting. Let's see. There's another one. I believe that's 4. Ah, there's one fairly deep in. Let's try right along the edge here. It won't let us, the game won't let us actually go too deep into the water, apparently. So that's 5. I'll take another run back and forth just to make sure here. I'm pretty sure they don't respawn, at least not. But I don't know, to tell you the truth. But that's 5. I'm hoping that should be a good amount. Yeah, that's all I see. All right. All right. Well, let's see how this goes then. Yes, these should right. Nebra can staunch the wound, but we seem to be out, right? So Dantro has some. Yeah, so a lot of the subquests are kind of like this, and that's why I'm reluctant to put them in the main part of the playthrough. So let's go ahead and I'll cut out the travel bits again. I guess if you really wanted to be efficient, you'd combine the subquest with the other traveling that you're doing, but let's just get this over with here. Okay, we're back in the outpost. We need to talk to Dantro again. I don't think we actually mentioned anything about them sending anybody to replace him there, like he asked, but I don't control that. Yes, Nebra, yes, buy those crates, right? I don't know what crates he's talking about. I presume these things. Maybe. Or not. Ah, that looks promising. Right, so, are there any other ones that we need to do? Or, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Dantro is not giving any hints on how many we need. Let's see if there's any over here. I grab that treasure. A lot of the chests normally just drop. Let's grab that. Normally just drop potions, but there's sometimes have a little bit of cash, and we're kind of strapped for cash anyway at the moment, so every bit's gonna help, I think. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it, unless I'm totally mistaken. Yeah, alright. So I'll go ahead and head back to the village, and I'll meet you back there. Alright, let's talk to Dantro. So, what, I keep on running into that same, it's really a wolf. I'm pretty sure that's really kind of the family dog, though. Anyway, so Dantro's wife? Ah, yes. Now something to do about some veil blossom dew, right. Yeah, well, I'll do my best. Broken Sands, right. So the thing is about the Broken Sands is, they are way up here. And we don't even have a way of getting there right now. So, kind of so much for that, I guess. We'll come back to that when we are able to, first of all, reach that area, and second, survive more than a few minutes. Because I guarantee the enemies will be a lot tougher up there. Anyway, so this, we're gonna have to put this quest on pause for the time being. I'm gonna go ahead and use the teleport crystal, and let's teleport to Bujerba, because I think we can do that. We can do that rare game. Okay. So this is going to be in the mines. So again, I will... there's no moogling in this town, so we're just going to have to walk, and we'll meet you there. Oh, by the way, I am looking up a lot of the information on Rare Game on the internet, because it is not... If you don't do that, you basically just see these enemies at random, and very rarely, I mean, they're called Rare Game for a reason, and there's just to kind of figure it out on your own would just be not practical. This is one case where I don't think there's any shame in using the wiki or whatever to figure out how they spawn, where they spawn, how tough they are. So that's one thing that I'm really using them for, is to or using the internet for, is to decide the order, because I don't want to do them too quickly, you know, and don't kind of do them easiest to hardest, that kind of thing, but that's really hard to do unless you've played the game like 100 times or something, and I don't have that kind of time. So anyway, I'm gonna change my party back to the way I had it at the start here, and I think we're at enough strength here where we don't have to worry about our specific choices. We've got pretty good levels here. One thing I'm gonna do is tweak the gambits for Fran. I'm gonna do foe. I'm gonna do foe. There was a foe undead target, but this will work just as well, I think. And let's do a cure for that, and let's put that top. Whoops. Right. And let me just quickly check the other ones here. Yeah. Let's turn this slow off for the time being. And do we want to do immobile? No, not for this one, I think. Do we have anybody with Libra? That would help. I think Braun only has that because she's got a bangle on. Yeah, let's remove that. Okay. So, Vaughn is going to take care of Leva for the time being. And I'm just going to skip through this first area because, like, it's a little bit tougher, but it shouldn't be a huge problem. We'll just we're going to take some damage along the way, but that's fine. It's not like we're not gonna come out of this unscathed completely anyway. Okay. Alright. So, this is what I'm gonna do. This is where the creature spawns. And my technique was what I used, at least, I don't know if I invented it or not. I'm just going to keep crossing back and forth. And we're going to get some skeletons spawning on the bridge, but that's fine. We'll just take care of the enemies as they come up until we get the one we want. Right, so Brian is casting Cure on that skeleton and doing about 100 points damage, which is pretty sure is more than she can do with her arrow. Okay. And get this guy. Let's do the stealing first, because the Slaven, whatever, is asleep. Okay, this is not working out the way I planned. Actually, let's zone here. There's just too many of them at once. Didn't think that would be a problem. Okay. I think we lost a drop, but that's fine. Once we've crossed a few times, the enemies will kind of thin out, and we won't have these issues. Okay, made it across. And the nice thing about crossing on to the other side here is that the enemies that were chasing us before are no longer there. If you zone twice and then come back, the enemies will be back to their starting position, so to speak. So we won't have to worry about the ones that were chasing us. And we'll just keep doing this. I'll I'll cut out the intermediate battles and the running around until our the rare game shows up. Oh, yep, there he is. Okay, that was that didn't take too long at all. And one thing you might notice is Fran is casting Cure, so that means this is in fact an undead, a vampire bat. In fact, so that's interesting. And I don't think it would be nice if we had like dispel or whatever to get rid of that bravery status. We don't like that, but I don't think that's a huge problem. I mean, we'll just see how this goes here. Yeah, it keeps stealing our health and for itself, so it's regaining health at our expense, which is rather rather unkind of it, but what are you gonna do? That's why it's a rare game and not just a regular monster. Okay, Fran is out of HP, so let's start switching in gambits here. Or switching in items. Let's do potions. I could swap Fran out if she's not targeted and put in one of our other curing pupils or characters, but whatever. Let's change that to 50. Yeah, let's make 60. All right. So as long as we keep doing more damage to it than it's doing to us, we should be fine. Probably going to use a number of potions on this, but whatever. Potions aren't that expensive. There we go. Okay, Fran, why don't you do at least one cure, save a potion. There we go. Okay. Anyway, that was Aerieel. Not the Little Mermaid Aerieel, the another one. And I should look that up and see if that name is like referring to anything. It's like 5 times out of 10 it's like it seems to be a completely made up name, and then there's sometimes some obscure reference. So anyway, let's go ahead and And yeah, this was not, by the way, an optimal party. Like I said, I just sort of picked these guys at random. Um, it would have been better to have like two people casting cures on the enemy instead of just Fran. Fran isn't even that strong of a healer, so or strong of a mage. So that was not the optimal setup, but it can be done without the optimal setup. So just wanted to oh, this is going the wrong way. That doesn't help. And let's yeah, let's just head back. Yeah, I don't want to attack the Slaven up there. Alright, so I will meet you back at the nearest save point. So anyway, I was very surprised that that Aerieel game was actually undead. Because I normally only think of skeletons and mummies and zombies and ghosts and things like that in that category, but in bats, not. So that's the way it works, I guess. So anyway, so I think next time we'll start with a regular episode, and we will attempt the Nidhogg, or Nidhogg. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but I will attempt that hunt, and I hope you'll join me for that. And until then, bye.